Defined stupid. Well, actually, I think they said defined insanity. That's doing the same thing over and over again when it fails and hoping for a better result. Well, Parcel Force. The kit that I've ordered up for this live stream has made its way all the way from Europe to Bristol, no problem. But then at Bristol, apparently, they said they delivered it to me, but there was nobody in, so they've carded me. They haven't carded me. Then when I went into further details, I found out that apparently there's no details on the package. So if there's no details on the package, why do you keep putting that package onto the back end of a apparently overworked driver, because the drivers in my area are taking on way too much and not everything's getting done? Why would you put that package on the back if he hasn't got a clue where he's got to deliver it to? Why wouldn't you leave it in the yard so that when somebody who thinks for themselves, like me, when I get told that it's actually in the depot and I got to collect it, I could have got it? But no, yet again, another act of futility, stupidity, retardedness. Computer says, can't think for ourselves. Have shoved it out onto some overworked, underpaid, probably foreign bastard they're literally ripping off. Owner driver, I dare say, so he's probably on minimum wage or less, struggling his nuts off, with probably best part of 150 drops on him, and then you got the collections as well. It was never going to get done. But I've just picked it up then, but no. And now being one of these weekends, I can't do anything about it tomorrow, and nobody can tell me anything until later, and then I might have to drive all the way up there, which is 30 miles, to go and get it, to come back. Because if I leave it any later, and this live stream comes along with Royal Mail, or I should say Parcel Force, one and the same almost, but carry on, the 2-year warranty on it will probably be out by the time I actually get it, and it'll be obsolete. The problem we have here is people are told not to think for themselves, and this has been something that's been going on over the years, not to think for themselves, and the computer will tell you. So what we actually end up with is a load of flatliners doing only what that computer tells them. So in an emergency, they wouldn't be able to think for themselves. In fact, these are the same morons that think that the two-party system's a good thing. I've just been past the place, actually, when I was going to a collection in Sadly Broke. It's actually called Bradley Stoke, but when they were making it, they ran out of money, so it got the new name Sadly Broke. Anyway, they have a picture on the wall, because it was very Labour there and very extreme left wing. They had a "We Can Do It" picture on the wall. Stay at home, save lives in the Labour government. So let me get this right. You're strong and brave for being bullied into doing something that a dictator type government tells you need, even though you know you don't need it, but you'll do what everybody tells you rather than people look down at you, or worse still, fighting for your right to actually do what you should do rather than take this thing which has turned out not to be such a great egg. And you're making out you're strong and brave, and you're making out you're clever, and stay at home, save lives when it suits, because it's still out there now. And the same lefties that were trying to get people out of jobs, right, are actually going to work with allegedly COVID, right, and walking around and saying, do you want me to put my mask on or not? This is an entirely left-wing place I'm talking about. And vote for a Labour government, because you're all true socialists up there and you're all for the working man. Well, here's the interesting thing. Your Labour government wants to flood this country full of cheap labour, which will water down the wages for the working man. But as I actually went around the place, I realised that more and more people there were actually in invalid carriages because they spilt out over them and were on the sick. So, yeah, sometimes I see a lot of good things in life, like the countryside, or we're developing on it. And sometimes I see epic, there you go again, epic, biblical fucking, like virtue signaling stupidity that takes my breath away. Just thought I'd mention it. I'm slightly annoyed because the stuff that should have been here that I paid the extra money for to get it on. Shut the fuck up!
Sorry.
Oh, you didn't understand that? Most people you tell us shut the fuck up don't. Yeah, I paid extra money for that delivery on a Saturday, but no, it won't come to me because, well, and I'll have to end up spending probably best part of 20 quid in fuel to go get it myself because they're completely fucking incompetent. Unbelievable. Can't think for themselves, need a computer to tell them, nobody's willing to take a risk, and everybody else's fault. It's like that rhyme, somebody, nobody, and anybody. Anybody could have done it, somebody should have done it, but nobody did. I think that's the one. But you get the idea. What a fucking state we're in. And to think that I'm trying to fight for the freedoms and rights of these fucking idiots, that really, if you took the health and safety away and the computer away, they'd be dead within a week. These people are fucking inept. And the sad thing is as well, on the road you're seeing so much utter stupidity that people can't actually think for themselves. So they do unsafe acts because they are so fucking utterly retarded. I used to think that I was going to grow up to be a complete fucking failure. Now, being a lorry driver, some point me and go, you are a failure because it's a bottom of the wrong food. That's what some people think. I can stay out of the way of the rest of the people, so this works, alright? But I used to think that because I was the odd one out of school, in so much as I didn't follow suit, my dad always said I was going to be a loser, and, you know, others did, and whatever, that I find myself now with one of the biggest gifts that you could ever have, and it's common sense, right? And yet, it was something that, had I gone along with the system, would have been knocked out of me. And I'm finding it really hard to adjust to the actual idea that actually, I might be one of the more clever ones, and yet my entire life thinking that I was stupid. And the frightening side of that, the other side is, that if that is the case, how fucking stupid are they? Because I don't think myself as particularly clever, I've just got common sense. But it makes you think that these people are literally walking fucking lemmings. I didn't realise the depth and the length that stupidity goes to. That we've actually trained people to be duller. That we have a complete society of mugs that would fall for anything. Now, I'm not saying everybody. There are people out there, and if you're probably watching this, you're one of these that think outside the box anyway. So I'm probably not talking to you. But you know, the ones that say, oh, vote Labour, it'd be great. Open borders, it'd be great. Take another fucking jab. Take as many as you can, it'd be great. You know, the people that... what was it? It just... The people that thought that Nicola Sturgeon was a great thing, that chucked 600 grand at her and her husband for the next bid to get a referendum to leave the United Kingdom, which, to be honest, I'd be all for. I like the Scottish people, but I'd like them to leave, see how well they get on, and then come back. But apparently over 50% of the Scots don't want to do that anyway, but that's another thing. So somehow the people that were all on board with that kind of woman and that kind of thing lost 600 grand somewhere, but I'm sure it will show up. And it's amazing when you're a total fucktard and you're a globalist, how quickly that all the charges can be dropped and you can be released. But yeah, what do I know anyway? And then I'm sure you feel the same way, banging your head against a brick wall. But anyway, on the plus side of things, there has to be a plus side of things. I'm told it'll be sunny tomorrow, so I might even get a go at fixing the car. The van is going up for sale. They've given me a newer truck. The thing I was driving around in yesterday, it's the oldest truck on the fleet that I know of. And they've given me something newer. And I have to say, touch wood, it's lovely. New tyres all around. I mean, some of you may not appreciate what it's like to drive around in something that's old and it's at its day, and then they give you something that it does exactly what you want. It's amazing. So I'm rather happy about that. And we've got a long weekend ahead. I just pray it doesn't rain, because I've got all these fucking jobs I've got to do, and well, they get done, who knows. Anyway, never know, we might get a live stream out this week, well, this weekend, because I won't be dead on my feet with a bit of luck, because I'd have had a couple of days rest, so that'd be nice. Well, that's unless it all goes fucking shit. You never know. If I actually manage to get somebody with a thread of common sense up at that place, and I get to go up there Saturday morning and pick the stuff up, there is a very real chance that we could be breaking in the new system. Wouldn't that be nice? But let's not hold our hopes up too much, because getting used to crushing disappointment. It's the default. Yeah. Anyway, hope you're all well. And I'll speak to you in a bit.